What's going on, everybody? My name is AJ Festa. I'm a filmmaker and photographer based in Orlando, Florida, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be building out the Sony FX6 for a run and gun filmmaking kit. Let's get into it. Before we get into the video, I want to give a shout out to Rode for sending me over the Rode Wireless Go 2 microphone set with the lavalier 2 microphones. I'm using that for this video right now, so let me know what you guys think of how it sounds. Thanks again to Rode. Just so you guys know, this camera rig is built out with a bunch of different parts from different companies. It's not just one company or another, just a heads up for you guys. Okay, jumping right into it, we have the tilted top cage for the Sony FX6, so let's go ahead and get this mounted on. All right, now that we have that on, we're gonna move to the bottom to add a 15mm rod base plate. Now that we have the base plate on, I'm gonna go ahead and add a Manfrotto plate to the bottom of it to add to a tripod. Sticking to the bottom of the rig, we're gonna go ahead and add the 15mm rods. These are 12-inch ones from Small Rig. These are the aluminum version. They're a lot more sturdy than the carbon fiber ones. Now that we have the 15mm rods on, we can flip the camera back over and have a nice sturdy base to work on for the rest of the rig. I'm gonna go ahead and add the top handle now. This is the one that comes standard with the FX6. This is the XLR top handle. Just screws in right down here. Now that we have the top handle on, I'm gonna go ahead and add the side handle. It just clicks right in like that. The next thing that I'm going to add is the tilt to V-mount plate that's made for the FX6. It's a NPF to V-mount adapter. There's also a little screw that comes with it to connect the V-mount plate to the top plate. Make sure you add that in for a better connection. So for my lens of choice, I'm going to use the Sony 24-70 Mark I. For run and gun filmmaking, this is a really good lens to use because you can get wide shots, you can get tight shots all in one lens, and you don't have to really worry about switching lenses out. So moving to monitors, we're first going to add the Sony FX6 monitor that it comes with, and we're going to actually mount it on the back. So spinning it around, we're gonna add the monitor to this back Sony anti-twist mount. We're gonna run the cable around the Sony's top handle built-in cable management right here, and we're gonna plug it in. So as you can see, it sits flush here in the back so you can get to your menu settings without any problems. This next piece of gear that I want to talk about, I actually saw on Instagram from a guy named The Brotographer on Instagram. His Sony FX6 rig, he uses this Nicey rig monitor mount, which has the Sony built-in anti-twist method as well. It's a really cool piece of gear and you should check it out. We're gonna go ahead and add this on the top left anti-twist mount on the front of the rig. Make sure you keep this nice and flat. On top of that, we're gonna add this Small Rig monitor friction mount. Anytime you have a bigger monitor than something like this 3-inch, you're gonna want one of these so you can adjust the angle of your monitor wherever you're using it. Make sure you're also tightening this thing down pretty tight because you don't want your monitor to fall off while using it. Now for the last part of the monitoring that we're gonna be adding is the Ninja V Plus. This is the one up from the regular Ninja V. This allows the FX6 to record externally into this recorder through ProRes RAW, whether it's SDI or HDMI now. We're just gonna twist that on there, and like I said, make sure that you're tightening down your monitors. Now in this case, I'm gonna be using SDI, so I'm gonna add the Atomos SDI module and the battery eliminator on the back of it as well. Just clicks in like that and locks. As you can see now, the rig is really close to being done. We just gotta add a couple more things. I gotta add a power cable, SDI cable for the monitor, and then the battery, and we'll be pretty much done. So let's go ahead and do those. So for the V-mount battery, I have a Power Extra BP190 battery. For the price, these things are great. I do have a new battery coming in from Indie Pro Tools. It's the Micro 99 watt-hour batteries. Stay tuned for a video about that on the channel. Just gonna click that in like that. So to power the Atomos monitor, I have a D-tapped 12-volt power cable that I found on Amazon. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and plug that into the left D-tap port on the tilted V-mount plate. And now we're gonna turn the camera this way, and we're actually gonna run it up this side of the camera through the built-in cable management on the top handle, right here and right here. And then we're gonna go ahead and plug it straight into the monitor. All right guys, last but not least, we have this right angle to right angle SDI cable that I also found on Amazon. We're gonna go out of the FX6 SDI port into the SDI port on the Atomos monitor. We're gonna start by going out right here, lock it in, run it down, run it with the other cables, tighten it up right there, and into the Atomos monitor right there and lock it in. All right guys, so this is my version of a Sony FX6 run and gun filmmaking kit. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this or what you would change if you had the chance to. I would also love to know your thoughts for future videos on this channel. If you want to see more of the Sony FX6, if you want to see me build out other cameras, just let me know down in the comments. I want to give a shout out to Studio Say So for allowing me to borrow this camera to build out for this video. If you guys like this kind of content, please like and subscribe as well. I'm really trying to grow this channel and I hope you guys like the content I'm putting out. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you want to see BTS for these videos and also the other projects that I work on a daily basis. Thanks again guys for watching this video and I'll see you in the next one.